So now that I'm not on mute, I guess that's as good a point as any to stop the music. Sorry for the delay, guys. It's just gonna be me tonight. Sean's out of town for work, and I would have loved to have coordinated for a second co-host, but today it's been a pretty bad day. But anyway, here's the theme song. More on that later. Putting notes together as we speak. It's gonna be fun. But I'm giving stuff away today, so stay tuned for giveaways, because there's that. Alright. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 106 Chronicles of Tyria podcast, Gw2 podcast for fans, by fans. I will be your host, Lagwin, although I'm getting some Get Alu on the show right now. I could do it. It would be a thing. Alu, or do you want to do it right now? It'd be kind of complicated to... I could do it live. I've done other crazy things live. Anyway, I'm giving stuff away today. If those of you who managed to catch my my stream last night, where I opened 111, I think, Black Lion chests, I got a ton of stuff that I don't want, backpack skins and mini pets and things. So I'm just gonna give them all away, the ones that I got, because why not, right? So, crazy week this week. We got the new patch, which was amazing. I may actually spoil that tonight. If I do that, I should have put a warning. I'll wait till next week. I think Son's back. But anyway, if you're watching, thank you. Actually, pretty decent turnout, and those of you who sat through listening to my random remixes of and things of my Pandora music channel about video game music, which is really hit or miss on whether it's actually video game music or not. Thank you for waiting long enough to actually have me show up. So, got some data mining stuff, got some mailbaggy stuff, some actual interesting news from ArenaNet, and yeah. Let's see. Can I get Alu on this call here right now, live for you guys because you asked for it? We'll see what we can do. Why not? There's Skype going live. I'm gonna call her right now. She's gonna be a part of it because you guys asked for it, and why not? Right? Why not? Done. Oh man.
Hello.
there she is, Al Cardellina, live on the show because you asked. She's here. So, welcome aboard. Because apparently you're like my biggest fan with lots of A's, so thank you.
You have to read it in my voice, though.
I can't, I would love to, but I don't know if I could replicate that. I'm much better at replicating Casey's voice because I just make really stereotypical Australian accent, but... But anyway, let me put up a little thing here so people realize that you're here. Let's just say, let's go, you know what, here, switch to this, and then, ooh, that's Streamception there. There we go, and then we just take this, and we'll edit that. Make it say Lena. Fine. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. So anyway, welcome. I'm glad to have you here because now I don't have to talk to myself for tonight.
Now you don't have to be lonely.
I know. Let me tell you guys, I'll put this out there to you. Alu doesn't have any of she's along for the ride. But
Yep.
So yesterday, some of you may have seen the tweet about it. You know how in the movies, whenever you see a car break down, it smokes. Smoke comes out of the front of the car, and then they're like, and they get out, and then they open the thing, and then they're waving their arms because smoke's pouring out into their face, and you say, that doesn't happen in real life. Turns out, it does happen in real life. Because that happened to me yesterday. So, that happened as I was leaving work. So that was fun. Let's see. I don't know, I'm playing around with sound effects. So yeah, it was awful. And now I have no car. So
no good.
no, I spent all day today on the phone trying to figure out what to do with my car, because it was at a shop, and the shop would charge me $2,000 to fix it, but it's almost a 10-year-old car, so it's not even worth that much money. So I had to get it towed to my parents' house, and now we're trying to fix it, and it's a whole big thing. So that was my day. I'm also supposed to have like a really important meeting tomorrow, which I have no way to get there. But my boss told me he hopes my car feels better, so I guess I'm alright. So I've been having the derpiest of days today, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. It's gonna be good. Alu's here. We got people watching live, and I'm giving stuff away because I may be feeling bad, but you guys don't have to. So, first up, it's a mailbag. Mailbag image brought to you by the ever-talented Vasburg, www.vasburg.com. If you love his art, you should hire him because he is awesome. Alu doesn't have any of the notes, so she's just, you know.
They're just here to look pretty.
Yeah.
Not even that this time.
Yeah. Well, that image, there's an image of Alu there, and she's... No, we're going to say that that's Alu. It's not Alu, but we're going to say it's her. Look how pretty you look with your flowers and things. Yeah, Max, it's not a cooling thing. My compressor is seized up in my my compressor's seized up, so it's not spinning, and the fan belt, because it's seized up, it's not spinning the belt at all. So the belt is just trying to spin and burning, and then that's what's causing the smoke. So what I'm gonna do is just rip the compressor out completely and just put a new a band for a escape that does not have a air conditioning. So I won't have AC, but my car will still run. but whatever. That's neither here nor there. We have mailbag. Gene Descole, I'm sorry, on Naveen's Icona Pop parody about Logan, which is the stupidest song ever because Logan's the worst.
Yep.
Says, lo ha 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 ha, Logan Daw, great song. Alright. Yeah, I know, right? So then on last week's episode, quite a bit of comments. We got, what do we get? Can we get a t-shirt with plus 100% to diversion on it? But then that was, sorry, it was plus 100 to distraction. And I'm not sure exactly what that was to, but maybe that was in reference to your character in Guild Wars 1. I'm not sure. It was,
yeah.
I think it was. So, we might have to make a t-shirt of that. Bummer, last bit of the show cut off. I know, I don't know why that happened. The end of the show got cut on the recording, and that was just, I think, a weird glitch from Twitch to YouTube. And then Klob said, oh, I'm sorry, the bummer was Alaska. Ming Tao wants the plus 100 to distraction shirt. And then Klob says, thank you for the praise. I'm working slowly but steadily on some art stuff for you guys. I wish I had more time in the day/weekend to work on fun stuff like this. Also, like myself, Son calls it pop and not soda, which is awesome. Man, soda, not pop. Gross. Anyway, in the last little bit, it was on episode number 37, which Robovin says, brings back so many memories. Prophecy's campaign was truly the best. And then Klob says, Zombie Warlock, just for you, Son. So, that actually would be an interesting t-shirt if we could make that work. I'm gonna write that down. Casey just makes too many good t-shirt ideas with her ramblings.
Or she goes, hey, this what someone else said would make a good shirt idea.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. Alright, well, I'll put the link in the description, or in the chat right now. It'll also be in the description. In case you don't know, every Wednesday, we, in time for New Comic Wednesday, put out a webcomic, Chronicles of Tyria webcomic. I'm a super fan of this week's comic, mostly because I'm in it, which was pretty exciting. I was not aware of that. So, that was hilarious to me, and I lost it reading this comic. So yeah, it came out yesterday. There's one every Wednesday. Some of them, the ones lately, have not been colored because Son just hasn't had the time to both draw and color all the comics. So she's planning on going back and coloring them when she has extra time. But that's the comic. So yay for that. Also, Aloe, how are you? I feel like I just glanced right over that. How are you doing?
I'm in good spirits.
Well, good spirits is good, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You, well, I guess we'll get to it in a bit, but, what do you got going on right now? You, enjoying the patch, or what's going on with you?
Well, I'm slowly getting through the patch. And there was that request that you made, so I'm trying to set that up.
Okay. Alright.
And working on my Gw2 costume.
Yeah, I hear that. That is being a pain in my butt, mostly, because I've been trying to figure stuff out, and now I'm like, oh, I also need to have a car. So, I was like,
yeah.
I think I should have enough money to pay for this, because this isn't so bad compared to what I thought it was going to be. So, I'm looking into how I'm going to be doing mostly the flames on my arms, you can see it on the background image there, for those of you who are curious, since that's the costume that I'm doing. The shoulders have changed slightly since then, but I'm thinking about, again, I looked up and I had in my Amazon cart a bunch of silicone and resin to make resin casts of things. How I was gonna make fire, I still really haven't figured that out yet, but I might be doing it with resin, I don't know. So...
Costuming is an experiment, just one giant experiment.
I mean, over there's my hammer, right? There's mostly together there. Well, the frame of it anyway, for those of you who are curious. If you want to see more pictures and things like this, you should check out my personal website or my personal Twitter things, which are linked in. I'll link those in the description. Yep, I'm planning on using LED lights in there, but I want to get the effect that it's fire, not just lights. So I'm working on it.
I suggested the cheesy like fabric and fan animation.
I wanted to do that, but my wife and my coworker, who's also very crafty and helps me out with a lot of stuff, they're both like, no. And I'm like, it's not your costume. Don't tell me what to do. And they're like, it's not gonna look good. I can't think of any way that it's gonna look good. So I was like, whatever, you guys are jerks. So my thought is, I've seen a lot of toy torches that have like a flame shape out of them, and there's what's it called? They're like a clear red/orangey plastic, and I thought about getting one of those and then making a mold of it and then casting 12 of them and then sticking them in in all the gauntlets and then putting the lights in it to shine out. It's gonna get red and amber colored flickering LEDs, so I'd have 2 in each one so it would look like fire, but we shall see. But yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad you're working on your costume. I saw some progress pics. That's exciting.
You can see how quickly I get through themes now.
Yeah, you're moving along, looks like.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. I got a link here.
Everyone loves the game.
I'm gonna watch that after, not during the podcast. But thank you for the links. I will definitely be checking those out. And I believe Gaphonium is Alejandro from Mexico. I believe. I could be wrong, but I remember something about you having 2 Twitch accounts. Pretty sure that was you. I know who you are. So, anyway, well, since Alu hasn't finished the story, I'm not gonna spoil it because that would be mean. So,
yeah, I'd probably beat you up when I see you.
Oh man, that's a good thing I'll be wearing armor. But anyway, we won't talk about the patch itself. We'll talk about the patch rather, but we won't talk about the actual story with spoilers. So let's talk gem store stuff. Were you intrigued or excited about anything that was in the gem store?
I kind of like the personal waypoint thing. I think that's really cool, but I'm also the type of person that likes the Royal Terrace Pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a Royal Terrace Pass myself. I have one of the airship ones as well, because I didn't know if the Royal Terrace Pass was going to come back. So I bought the airship and then the Terrace Pass, just so much better. I bought the home portal stone because I do like my home instance. I like that now with all of the nodes, I can go to my home instance and get my daily gatherer without having to leave it.
Yeah.
So I can just like hit up all my nodes and get like, that way I remember to get the slightly rarer things like candy corn and sprockets and things like that. But, you know, rather than trying to going to Queensdale to that lettuce patch right outside of Beetlestone and get all the lettuce, which is my normal go-to for my craft or my gathering, which I have so much lettuce. What am I going to do with all that lettuce?
I got too many onions. I do mine in World vs. World.
Okay, so yeah, you get it.
Just tons of onions.
Yeah, so now I at least get a variety of things, and some of them like candy corn sprockets and even the seasoned wood, which came in the most recent thing. Those are sort of hard to come by. So at least in any kind of abundance on a regular basis. So, as long as you log in and get those every day, plus it makes me hope that they're gonna give you more things in the home instance. Like they're setting that up, they're building up to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that makes sense.
Before they had the dyes in there, that's where you had to identify your dyes in beta.
Yep, I remember. And if you knew anything about it, was before. I think it was even before the open betas. You can read all this information on the Guild Wars wiki. In the closed betas, or maybe it was the alphas, there was actually dye trees that you had to have. You would get a seed instead of a dye, and you would take the dye seed to a dye merchant in your home instance, and you'd get like a brown dye seed, and you would take it to him, the dye guy, the dye merchant, whatever his name was, and he would sow the seed for you, and in 24 real-world hours, your dye seed would grow into a dye plant that would then give you a dye. And that's
so complicated.
And he could only accept one dye seed at a time.
Yeah.
So that's the way the dye system used to work. Before you had to... Then they changed it to you had to go to your personal instance to get them identified. And then they changed it to what we know and love now. Or hate now, depending on how you feel about it. But...
Well, it went from account bound to soul bound back to account bound.
Exactly. So
I feel like we're making progress now.
Yeah, I do wish we had, but yeah, I don't mind the idea of having to go to do certain things in your home instance, because it makes you feel like there was a reason for it. And again, I mean, if you remember back to betas and even before betas, how we thought how our home instance was going to be like the coolest thing, like we were going to see our trophies, and that's where our Hall of Monuments was going to be before the Hall of Monuments like actually came out. We're like, oh, we'll get to see all these artifacts and all this, I have Canton heritage, so you can see all my Canton-inspired things, or, what have you.
I really wish that they'd give us a story reason to go back and see the people that we knew from our personal stories.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, without spoiling anything, they are making strides in at least this most recent episode of the story, to circle back and bring in characters and things that happen from your personal story. They're doing a better job to link things back together, so that's good. Yeah. Mini Scruffy, I'm okay without Mini Scruffy. I have Mini Mr. Sparkles. I feel like it's more or less the same thing. But yeah, home portal instance, I bought it. It's cool because it teleports you there and it teleports you right back to where you were. So that's cool. Because it could be a way to go, and unfortunately, you know what? That's something I would like, because there's not a lot of merchants there. There's like some bizarre merchants, but I don't think there's a merchant in there that sells gathering tools. Because you want to talk about annoying, is when you go in there to get your daily gatherer, and you don't have any gathering tools, and there's no merchant in there that sells gathering tools.
Yeah.
So that's like what I would like, similar to the old guild hall system, where in the old game, when you had a guild hall, you could pay money, in-game gold, to buy services for, permanent unlocks for your guild hall. Like, I would buy a dye trader, and if I spent 50,000 gold, there would be a dye trader permanently available in my home instance. Or, I'm sorry, in my guild hall, rather. But...
that's a lot of gold nowadays.
Yeah, well, a little bit different back then, but, I would love for that same kind of thing. Like, let me spend money to unlock a bank. Like, I have a bank person and a trading post person in my home instance. You know what I mean? So
I would love that, because there are some times that I'm just like, I don't feel like bothering with anyone today. I want set to invisible, but everybody is at, like, a major city. And that's what I need.
And I mean, if you can pop... It's more or less the same thing as the Royal Terrace. Actually, that's what they should have done. Is, allow you to spend in-game gold or what have you, even like a small amount of gems to unlock services You know, like, oh, and you could make up some silly lore reason for it, like, due to your saving of Lion's Arch or your dealings with Evan Nashblade, he has dispatched a Black Lion trading post agent to your home instance to assist you whenever you need or whatever. And that's like 300 gems, 500 gems, whatever. You get that now permanently. Now your home portal instance, you have that. You can pop out, go pick up your stuff from the trading post, and then pop back to where you were. I think that would be a good... I would buy that. I would pay for that. Or if you could buy, like, a services pack that was, like, you know, a real, actual merchant, a bank trader, and a trading post person. I mean, that's really the big ones for right now.
Eventually crafting stations?
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be as big a deal to me, but yeah, crafting stations eventually. Maybe the Black Lion weapon specialist people where you can trade in the tickets. I think it'd be a little much to ask for a Mystic Forge, because that's like, lore-wise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Then again, I have a Mystic Forge conduit, so I have a portable Mystic Forge, so I don't know. Guild merchants as well. But yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I think that's where they should go with that. Just again to encourage you to go to your home instance.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I guess points of interest number 4 came out. Did you happen to watch it? I did not watch it.
I haven't.
Yeah, I just can't get into them, to be honest. Or I guess that might be coming up. That might be tomorrow. I think that might be, yeah, that'll be happening tomorrow, number 4 anyway. At 12 p.m. Pacific time. So, I guess we could just kind of glance over the release notes. Post them here in the chat. Because this won't really spoil anything. Oh, well, actually I haven't checked out the release page at all. So I will say, how cool is that one piece of art with Ritlock?
Let me see it. Oh, that's awesome, actually. I'm downloading it now.
Yeah, the background. Here, I'll show you guys this one right here. This is actually concept art you will see in-game as the story progresses. I actually snapped a screenshot of it because I didn't know that it would be downloadable, but how sweet is that? It looks awesome. Although I don't know where this arm is, because it doesn't look like he has an arm over here. Right? I mean, his right arm looks like it's missing, or his left arm, right from where we're viewing, doesn't really look like it's there.
Yeah, I think it's just perspective.
Yeah.
And that the shoulders are really weird for that.
Yeah. Let's see what any kind of concept art we got. Anything interesting? Conversations. Lots of thorny vines. Alright, nothing too crazy. So let's oops, we want to be able to see that. So the races of Tyria will need to be convinced that Mordremoth's might is the greatest threat facing them. Each race has its own concerns, from encroaching ghosts and dragon minions to mysterious magical anomalies. It'll take determination and some daring acts to persuade the world's leaders to put the greater good above their own troubles. And this is kind of sort of where the last patch left off. You kind of came to the decision that we need to get everybody together and have a summit, is what we're calling it. And it all starts with we need to go to the Pale Tree. So, from what you have there, and obviously from this image you can kind of see, what you'll be working at towards this patch story-wise is going to the various leaders of each race, or a subordinate of said leader, to then kind of make a connection with them. It seems that it revolves a lot around, well, it's funny, I know some of it has to be, like, scheduling issues, because it seems to mostly revolve around Destiny's Edge, as we saw in the trailer. You saw Ritlock and Air, and it's like, you know them, so get them to talk to the person that you can't talk to, that's the head of that thing, and have them do it. but I feel like certain characters you don't talk to because they couldn't get the voice actors of those characters to come back. So they're just...
One of them I'm glad about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't want to hear Logan the Slackery.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear ya. It's, but it seems like, it's just like I know that has to be why.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm pretty sure that's why we haven't seen Zoja pretty much at all in any of the Living Story, just because Felicia Day is so hard to track down.
Yeah.
Because she's really busy. But anyway, the corruption spreads, not spoiling anything. The patch does a pretty interesting thing in that you have to complete in a lot of cases, pre-existing dynamic events around the world. And then, like, that's what leads to you then being able to progress your story to get access to a given instance.
Yeah, I really like that. Like, you have to run around, like, several different parts of a map.
Mm-hmm.
And just completely explore the entire thing. And it shows off, like, what they've done with the place, too.
Yeah, and the only thing is, I feel like a lot of people are going to think that this feels kind of shoehorned in just because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time we're really actually seeing them integrate your PvE story with the open world dynamic events. And that's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing, but I feel like that's how they should have done it from the beginning.
Yeah,
so you
here.
kind of expected that, because now it's just like, people are going to be like, oh my god, I gotta wait for this event to start.
They start very quickly, though.
They
like,
do.
Pretty much as soon as the last one's down, it's like 10 seconds, it's back up again.
The problem, I guess the bigger problem wasn't really this, it was the bugs when the patch first went live. And
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, because I was in pretty much from the start of the patch, and the events were bugged like crazy.
Yeah, same here, but I actually got to sit around and listen to a dev, like, get interviewed by the players.
Okay, that's cool.
While we were waiting on it to get fixed, so that was really awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't that patient, so I was with a group of 5 other players, and we were just overflow hopping till somebody found one that worked. And that's what we did, and it did work for us. We managed to complete it before any of the patches went in, because we would all just keep zoning and rezoning till somebody got into an overflow that actually worked. Yeah. And then we'd invite everybody in, we'd all do the event, and then we'd try to do the next one. And that's actually how we managed to leapfrog between overflows to actually complete it on time. So, or within a relatively quick period of time, I should say.
Yeah.
So that worked out.
That's certainly one way. I think we both went by 2 different methods, but we probably ended up with a good sort of experience from it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got to play it pretty early on because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get to it in time just because with everything else I have going on. So I wanted to make sure, since it was just going to be me initially, that I had done at least most of the Living Story, so I'd be ready for tonight. Yeah. And then again, a couple other things, they've added new kites that you can get out of the buried chests in Dry Top. Have you seen any of these in game? I haven't really been looking.
One item was linked, but I didn't get to see it. Okay. I was going around trying to find them. I had a bunch of lockpicks saved up for this, and I didn't get one of the kites, but I got one of the fossilized insects from it instead, so I think that's a fair deal.
Yeah, I have one of the insects. I just don't have, I haven't taken the time to farm enough geodes to actually buy the recipe.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for an overflow or a shard to actually get up to the correct tier.
I think it's 5, right? I believe.
It's 4 and 5.
Okay, because I've been in overflows where they've gotten 4, but I just haven't had enough geodes to be able to purchase it. I have like 200, I need 150, or 350 rather.
For tier 4 you need 400 and tier 5 is 350.
Okay. Alright. So I have to go in and actually check. So, but yeah, they added some other new stuff, and it was a good idea, I think, to add the kites and things.
Yeah,
because
I think that's really fun.
Well, it also, since they have all these cool things in Dry Top, but the mechanics of Dry Top. I guess also because this is a fairly light as far as mechanics go, and it's just story, and when the story's done, you're done with this patch, more or less.
Yeah.
I was worried you were going to have players leaving Dry Top, and then if you did get one of the fossilized insects and you wanted a weapon, nobody was going to be there anymore, so you wouldn't be able to drive it all the way up to tier 4 or 5 to get what you wanted.
Yeah. Well, I'm having that problem right now.
Well, I guess. Well, there you go, I guess.
But we get, like, really close each time.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to hop in and we'll see if we can't find one that'll do it.
Okay.
And there's also this new back piece, and I'm not too sure about what's going on with it. I know a lot of other people are, but there's a new back piece that's supposedly gonna grow with you.
Yeah.
Do you know anything more about that?
Apparently, if anyone knows, it's like the Gaia Online evolving items.
Okay.
And with each patch, it seems it's supposed to start growing and transforming into something different each time.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll essentially get a bunch of back pieces from it, I think.
Right.
Like the skins, but you'll have a bunch of different versions of it.
Okay.
I think it sounds really cool, but I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. That's how it's been explained to me.
Okay. I think you do get a bunch of different items from completing the story, and it tells you, like, you have to go charge them at, like, a place of power. I think you get a total of 4 in this. So I'm wondering if maybe you charge those and then you go to the Mystic Forge and put all 4 of them in and it spits out the back piece.
Well, you got one of the items, and then you have to make a clay pot.
Oh, that's what it is, clay pots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you get the recipe from Dry Top.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, then I have no idea, but that's alright. Yeah, I'll probably go for it just because it's a skin, you know.
Okay.
And Alejandro here says he saw one of the kites. It gave a 5% speed increase when wielding the kite and a 33% increase in speed while in a sandstorm. So that's pretty good.
You can zoom around and get those boxes then.
Yeah, really. And all the while carrying your little kite. So I'd say that's pretty much the extent of what we can cover without spoiling anything for you guys, because it's pretty much just a story patch. I know some people were saying that they felt like it kind of dropped off because the first 2 patches were so big with all the new areas, and this just took you to places we'd already been. But to be fair, there is quite a bit of story, and it gets pretty interesting towards the end. The final mission, pretty nuts, to the point where I'm asking people to record their reactions so I can try to make a video of them reacting to it.
I'm telling you, I'm going to have, like, the most straight poker face.
Alright, well, we'll see. Alright, so let's move on. What else did we have? Oh, there was the gem store stuff. They added, for the next 2 weeks, or I guess it's almost like the next week and a half at this point, out of Black Lion chests, you can now, once again, receive the personal hairstyle kits.
Oh, that's so exciting.
The permanent hairstyle kits. And then there's also the permanent Endless Monkey King tonic. Which I feel is kind of a weird thing to add, all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, it could be related to the China release.
I'm sure it is. It makes the most sense. Does not work in combat, cannot interact with anything, cannot summon pets, and cannot use toys.
Huh.
So,
That makes it sound a little lazy, actually.
there it is, right there, Monkey King. It looks really cool. But, yeah, apparently it can't do much. I don't even think it allows you to do Costume Brawl.
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I opened my 110 or 115 Black Lion chests last night in an attempt to try to get a hairstyle tonic. You know what's going? You could make at least about 4,000 gold if you sold one right now.
I wouldn't even care.
I'm sure.
I'd keep it and use it forever.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is you can use them and they don't get bound to you. So you could have it if you wanted, say, like if you're like, oh, I really want to change all my character's hair and like change all of the character's hair and then still sell it, which is a cool feature.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it for, I guess, the patch itself, really. I don't think there was much else. Did you know of anything new or exciting that happened in the patch that we didn't kind of cover already?
I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, then like plug your ears or something. But there is a ghost of Belinda at Fort Selma, and it's really creepy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a huge spoiler because it was last patch, and we sort of spoiled that already on here. But yeah, and from what I've heard, it only appears once for your per character.
If you interact with it, she goes away. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here staring at her, and I've been doing that for like the last hour.
It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't like move at all.
I wonder if Marjorie knows that she's there.
Ooh.
Alright, that's interesting.
She's creepy.
Alright, well, as always happens with a given patch, where is it? Here? Yeah, there we go. It's data mining time. We got some new stuff was mined out, and we'll see what we got. Alright, that's not it, that's it. So, let's see what new stuff Mr. That Shaman found today. Seems like a lot of the stuff we already knew. The mine kits, the kites rather, Mini Scruffy, Monkey King Tonic, Home Portal Stone, Tyrian Explorer's Knapsack, it says? Reusable, summon a crafting station anywhere. So,
Nice.
we might be totally wrong on what's it called? On wanting a home instance with crafting stations if we'll be able to have this Explorer's Knapsack, assuming that's what it is. There's also a metabolic primer station, it says. And then a utility primer. Any utility item consumed while the primer is active will have the same remaining time as the primer rounded up to the next hour, does not stack. So it sounds like it's the metabolic primer, but for a utility item, like a tonic or something like that.
That's nice.
Let's see. There's the Aloe Crisper 3000 gathering tool. Aloe Crisper. Not an Aloe Crisper, an Aloe Crisper.
That sounds a little dangerous. An Aloe Crisper.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a new version of a gathering tool. One of the unlimited ones. A new Thorn Bramble Finisher. Once again, that arenas will unlock at PvP rank 9 thing popped up yet again. Clay pots. This is the lists of all the missions. Plate of meaty plant food, plate of leyline infused stones. These are all those weird items that you gather. Vial of sacred glacial water.
It's just like getting the the black Moa chick all over again.
That's what it sounds like. And I think that's the only other thing that Shaman data mined was. Did you see the new outfits that he data mined?
Yes.
Let's pull those up so everybody can see.
I think they're lovely.
Here we go. Human and Norn female. Right here. Now, I don't know about you, but that screams Countess Anise to me.
Yeah, but... It's definitely, like, a high-up noble outfit.
It makes me wonder if that's if we're going to be going to do some sort of interesting thing with Queen Jenna or something like that, or with Casimir or something. That why they're adding these nobility shirts.
You know what I think we'll see more of if we get this?
What?
Queen Elsa cosplays.
Oh my god, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. And the...
Except no capes, because, you know, Guild Wars 2.
Oh yeah, obviously that. Well, it'll just be after she let it go.
Yes.
And the male human one kind of gets me sort of a Lord Farron kind of feel to it too, but I think it's a little bit fancier.
Yeah.
And then the Asura Char and Norn male is just... It doesn't look formal at all, it just looks like a giant suit of armor.
It does.
It doesn't look like formal clothing, it looks just like battle armor. A little bit more ornate than usual, I would say. But... And it's funny... Well, I mean, I guess we're just kind of assuming that the Sylvari are lumped in there with the humans and the Norn. But they didn't say... He didn't say anything there. So... yeah, so that was all that was data mined. Some interesting stuff. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I hope they actually come out with these.
Yeah. I'm still waiting.
Don't have a paper bag thing again.
I know, I'm still waiting on my paper bag. So, we will... man. I still think, even with the fumbling around to get Alu on the podcast, I think I still just went through everything. Man, that was quick. Well, yeah. I have some giveaways. So, how many people we got watching? 10 people. So, you guys all stand a pretty good chance of actually getting something. So, let me start up my game so I see what I have to give away. And there's a patch that I didn't download. So,
Meanwhile, can I just say that the Chronicles of Tyria Tumblr is in fact up and running, and I find funny or tasty things to post and reblog them. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll post the link in the chat. Yes,
for those of you who are curious, Alacardelina is now fully in charge of the Chronicles of Tyria Tumblr account. And... Yay. Everything that you see posted there is all courtesy of her. So, I appreciate that. I need help running all the social media stuff, so... Thank you. Alright,
I'm having fun with it.
Well, I'm glad. That's good. Come on, Guild Wars. There we go. Just pop that open and see what I have to give away. I also should point out that we just recently added the No Gathering Tool Equipped logo to our store, so there are t-shirts as well as mouse pads and coffee mugs and things like that for No Gathering Tool Equipped that are now the webcomic, in case you didn't know that that's what it was called. Those are up there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things to give away. So everybody gets one. So there you go.
Oh, we went up to 12.
Well, so somebody... One might be me, though, so... let me just write down what I've got. And I'm going, if you are chosen as a winner, I'm going to need your in-game name. Otherwise, I will not be able to send it to you. Sorry guys, just one more thing to write down. So, out of all those chests I opened last night, I got 38 Black Lion ticket scraps.
Ooh, nice.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So we have the information. Now it's time to use my handy giveaway app. See if it works. Alejandro, yes, hashtag llama prophecies. Bringing me back to Tournament of Legends style. The merchandise store. Let me just, there you go. That will have, it only has a handful of things. We're working on adding more. I'm working on updating some of the things, because right now none of the shirts or anything say Chronicles of Tyria on the back, so it's just the logo and then there's no free publicity for us, because I'm silly like that. But feel free to order, you order away, things will get updated as it happens. So I have 11 things to give away. I have 2 mini Marjories, 3 mini My Trins. Yeah, I figured things would be on lag because my opening up the game while streaming at the same time and running Skype was a little bit much. Max, the store was closed for good, but we can sell things as long as they're not officially linked to ArenaNet, and none of the things that we have in the store right now use any ArenaNet assets. So that's the whole big thing. Which is also why you may see in the bottom right hand corner there's that logo that looks different than our old logo. That's because that logo is completely redesigned using none of ArenaNet's assets, using all things that we came up with ourselves, therefore allowing us to, once we finalize it, make merchandise of that as well. So, alright. I got 2 mini Marjories, 3 mini My Trins, a Tiger Char backpack skin, 2 mini Caves, 1 pink Cloggin backpack, 1 black Cloggin backpack, and 1 Tybalt backpack. So, we'll see who gets what. And you might even be able to win twice, because I don't know how this app is going to choose people. So, it looks like it says I only have 6 people in the chat. That seems so wrong. Configuration, let's configure it. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure that this is all set. Okay. We're gonna roll the dice. First up, this is for Mini Marjorie number 1. Let me make this full screen so I can actually see what I'm doing. Roll. Alicardalina! Congratulations!
Woo!
It says Project Tyria. How weird is that?
It does?
It does. It's like, here, look. Well, you'll see it in a second. It says following Alicard, because I guess you have a Project Tyria Twitch?
Yeah, actually.
There it is, right there. Project Tyria. I'm following you.
Yay.
So, you know what? If you guys want to make sure it's not fixed, I could do it. No, it's not. Does it give you a message that you won at all?
I don't see anything actually.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it notified you that you won or not. So Marjorie, that goes to Alu.
I actually wanted her.
Well, there you go. So giveaway. We're rolling again. Max, you're gonna get the other mini Marjorie.
Now we're like Marjorie twins.
Yep. So again, I have both of your guys' in-game names. So next up, we're gonna give away the 2 mini Caves. So who gets the mini cave? The Charlie Spectre mini cave for you, sir. I will need your in-game name. So the other mini cave, Alejandro, you get the mini cave. So, alright, we got 2 left before I have to cycle back through because we only apparently have 6 people actively watching or something. Even though I don't
signed in.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So if you guys want to be entered to win, make sure you sign in to Twitch. And again, I may just bug me. My in-game name is Lagwin. Like you see it on the screen a lot of times, Lagwyn. If I don't get a hold of you, then you get a hold of me in-game. Don't feel bad about spamming me or sending me messages. I will get it to you. I just need to make sure I have it. So next up, this is going to be for the My Trins. I got 3 of these. Mini My Trin. Oh, who's it going to be? Oh man, Zombie, you get one. Congratulations. And I bet you the next one's gonna go to Guy, because he's the only one left. Congratulations, sir. You are now the owner of a mini My Trin.
Everybody's a winner.
Oh, Jex. He refreshed. Guess what, Jex? You get a mini My Trin. Congratulations, sir. Alright, well now I come back. There are no eligible users. If I take off subscribers only. No, that won't do anything. Let's see. I'm trying to see how I can get it set up so that it'll allow me to re-roll for people.
It's really strange that there isn't just an option there.
Well, it is. It should be right here. When enabled, winners automatically uncheck to not win twice, and I unchecked that. Let me refresh the page.
Yeah.
Loading. Let's see, what's gonna give away next? Alright, now we're getting into the more limited things here. We're getting into the backpack skins. So next up, folks, Tiger Char backpack. We're gonna see who can win. Well, apparently, Max, you're the only one here. According to this. You know what? Make sure you comment, guys, because I think it's that you have to comment in the chat to show up. That's why. From all active people, people that posted something in the last 15 minutes, that's what gets you entered to win. You want all my lettuce, guys? I'll give you... It'd probably be like 1,500 lettuce.
Wow.
No joke. Like, I have a lot of lettuce.
Why haven't you sold it?
I love lettuce.
It's like you're the cabbages guy.
Yes, I am the cabbage vendor.
Except you're a lettuce vendor.
I'm a lettuce vendor. Oh, here, I can lower this down. Here we go. So... Time since last message. Oh, we can make that an hour. So, there we go. Alright, so we see we got 8 people. 8 of you guys are here registered in the chat. We are setting it up so that you can't win twice for the next 4 items that I have to give away. So, folks, drum roll here. We are going to give away the Tiger Char backpack skin. Who's the lucky winner of the Tiger Char backpack? Here we go. Zombie Black Wolf, you win yourself a Tiger Char backpack skin.
Yay.
Congratulations, sir. Alright. Next up, Pink Quaggin backpack skin. Who's gonna be the winner of that? Hashtag lettuce prophecies. Oh my god, I'm gonna have Son make me that a t-shirt. Hashtag lettuce prophecies. Let's make that a thing. Can we try to get that trending on Twitter just to confuse the hell out of everybody? Hashtag lettuce prophecies. That's what everybody should type in the Tournament of Legends when it goes live. Hashtag lettuce prophecies.
Okay.
If you guys are watching and you just logged in and you want to be able to win any of these giveaways, you need to comment.
Ooh, that sounded forceful.
Yeah, Jex, you're here. You're good. I got you in here. You're on the list. If you guys want to win, I didn't mean to be forceful. Sorry. If you want to be entered to win, you need to actually actively comment, because that's the way this Twitch app works. It only picks up people that have commented within the past hour, I guess. I don't know if I can change it, but I don't know, so we'll see. Alright, the Pink Quaggin goes to Max. Congratulations, sir. You are the owner of a Pink Quaggin backpack skin.
Yay!
Next
Doing
up...
my Fluttershy yays for everyone.
Well, they are just as meek and adorable. So, next up is the Black Quaggin backpack skin. This is a really cool killer whale style one. So, let's see. Here we go. And we're rolling. Jexos, congratulations, sir. You are the owner of the Black Quaggin backpack skin. Now, it's down to 5 people for the Tybalt backpack skin. Arguably, probably the rarest out of everything that was in there. The Tybalt Char backpack skin. Here we go. 5 people left. Who's gonna win it? Collision-Z, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce your name, but congratulations, sir or madam. You are the owner of this Tybalt Char backpack skin. Alright, well, I'm glad that, you know what, let me, I would log in, if I wouldn't totally break the stream, and we would see, how much lettuce I do have. You know what, let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, so if I don't know you guys or have your in-game names, it seems like a lot of you I do have your information. But if I don't, I need your in-game information so I can send you the items. Which I will do right after the podcast ends. Things are going to lag a little bit here because I'm opening up my game to see how much lettuce I actually have. So...
I'm actually really interested in this, and I don't know why.
It might not be as much because I did raise artificing a little while ago. I'll tab and let that load. Alright, so Alu, Max, have your information. Zombie, Jex, I have your information. So, Collisions, I'm gonna need yours. Guy, I think yours is just the same name. And Alejandro and Charlie Spectre. I believe I have your guys' information, but if you could just confirm that by either typing it out in chat for me right now, or just sending me a message in game. So, lettuce time. Let's choose one of these. Oh, it's not as much as I thought, because I raised my artificer up on a bunch of characters. It's only 535 lettuce. I'm sorry, I thought it was a lot more. Because, like I said, I usually You use lettuce and a lot of potions for artificing. So, 535 lettuce.
You don't have nearly enough onions.
I guess I don't onion farm as much as I should, I guess. Yeah. Got a lot of snowflakes though. And a lot of Zytappy that I'm never gonna use. So, I don't know what the word is on the... Oh, okay. Charlie Spectre, you are loose. Shadow. Guy, you sent me a message, I will get that. Oh yeah, you could also send me the message via Twitch, I forgot that that's a thing. Guy is in Twitch. And I thought you were in the guild, so that works. Alright, so, you know what? Do you guys want to... Oh, do you want to be a member of the guild? I'm sorry. Send me a message in game, and we'll, we don't have a lot of rules. Actually, you know what? Here, why don't I do this? Why don't I make it so you're not watching me do everything? Here. This is the link to our guild information. Right there. Click that link if you read through there and you like what you see and you hit the very minimal requirements that we have, shoot me a message and I'll invite you. And there we go. Done and done. We don't have a lot of guild rules. So yeah, as long as you like what you see. So yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do, since you guys want my lettuce, I'm gonna keep 35 lettuce for me. I will give away 500 lettuce. I'm gonna reset. Oh, and that goes, by the way, that guild information goes to anybody else out there who would like to join. I'm going to reset the Twitch stream because I want to have everybody be entered in the lettuce raffle. Because you guys want my lettuce. You guys are weird. This might be a new thing. What random thing does Lag raffle off out of his bank?
I like it.
1,500 Zytaffy. Because why not? Sorry, things are just reloading here. It says,
and today you win 2 eggs.
Yeah.
That's 2 whole eggs. That's enough to, like, bake a cake.
Yep. Omelet, maybe. Depending. Alright, I think it reloaded. Even though it says Alrighty. So, once again, if you would like to be entered into the lettuce drawing, I need you to comment so that it says that you are active, because it's silly and it doesn't do that. So far I've got Max and Jex in the lettuce raffle. That's 2 people. I know there's 12 of you watching. Actually, I don't need to be in game. That's just putting strain on my connection here. There you go. Hashtag lettuce prophecies. Alright, I'm writing down 500 lettuce. Who gets the lettuce? Some people might pop in and be like, oh, is he giving away money? Nope. Lettuce. Alright, I only got 6 of you guys. If you want the lettuce, give me that. Give me a comment. That works too. Zombie, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm not even going to... I said I wasn't going to try and then I started. I'm a horrible liar. I got 7 of you. There's 13 watching. To enter the random raffle to win 500 lettuce in Guild Wars 2, you need to comment in the box. I will give you a minute to comment. That should give you about 30 seconds by the time the lag catches back. So any comment will do. I have 7 people right now. I will show up. Show this so that you can see who's in here. There you go. 7 people are entered in their chance to win the lettuce. So, yeah, and if you'd like to randomly contribute fruit or other strange things to me to give away to you guys, feel free to send me random vegetables. And I will enter you to win. So, I don't know why you're so obsessed with my lettuce, though. Especially you, Alu. Why you were so interested in my lettuce?
It seemed interesting.
I guess. Alright, whatever.
Like how does a person have that much lettuce?
Well, you know, you get it from traveling around. And then, again, because that place in Beetlestone, right outside of Beetlestone, where there's that one veteran, like, bull, there's about probably 10-ish or so, like, lettuce patches. So when I need to get my gatherer, I would go there, because that's 10 things right there. You know?
Yeah.
So I would grab all that, and then maybe, like, hit up 2 trees or a mining node, and then boom, daily gatherer. Alright, folks, we're coming up on the time for the final drawing. We have only 7 of the 12 of you entered to win 500 lettuce in Guild Wars 2 for the random lettuce raffle. Do you, too, want to be a lettuce merchant? If you do, comment right now, otherwise you won't be entered to win. I mean, you can want your cabbages all day, but lettuce is where it at. What's up? Alright, I gave you guys almost 2 minutes. I'm now clicking roll. If you are not entered in now, as soon as my finger hits this mouse button, you cannot win yourself 500 lettuce. Incoming, here we go.
Exciting.
I'm not scrolled over the roll button. Here we go. Incoming. Who's gonna win the lettuce? Lettuce. Max! Congratulations, sir. You are now the proud owner of 500 lettuce. Because you guys are ridiculous.
Grand prize winner.
Grand prize lettuce winner. Alright, well, wow. That was not where I expected this podcast to go. I didn't have time for a Guild Wars 2 Craft Corner to pull anything up. Because I'm too busy building my own Craft Corner behind me. Making my own Guild Wars 2 cosplay. So...
I might could come up with something really quick.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah. Tumblr.
Right.
Tumblr is, like, amazing, so... Let's see.
You guys. You know what? We might make the random food item raffle a thing for the podcast from now on, because you guys like this so much. And Alu's wind tunnel is coming in for us.
Any better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, where should I link this? Just in chat?
Yeah, just link it in chat, that's fine.
Yeah,
So,
I found this one earlier. I thought it was really awesome looking.
So today... Oh wow, that is really pretty. Let's pull that up here. That's just me. Wow. That is... Look at the art on that, man. This is by... Ooh, I'm gonna go with Airfly.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
At DeviantArt. This is a really cool, awesome human tier 3 art. I really like the art style a lot.
Yeah, I love it.
It's really good. So there you go, that is our... yeah, so... I had a question of the week at the start of this, and I totally just forgot it. So, I already gave enough stuff away, though, so...
Yeah.
I don't need to give away anything else. Alright, well, guys, I think that... Yeah, I'm worn out from all the giveaways, so... for the 106th episode of the Chronicles of Tyria podcast, I am Lagman.
I don't know if I should say my full name.
You should say it because it'll confuse people that don't watch the show.
Okay. I'm all about the butts, Cartolina.
And we'll see you next time. Oh, man. All about the butts.
All about the butts.
I feel like Casey's more all about the butts because she's the one that called you that, but...
She's about the thighs.
Yeah. That's true, all about the thighs.